wrap up the season, but you guys have another challenge coming up next week. Big game coming up for Leinster, and then it's on to the quarterfinals. And as the top of the log, you'll get to host quarters and semifinals. So, team captain said a lot of lessons be learned here. Is that what you take away from this game at Loftus today?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll review the game. Big learning for some of the younger guys. So that's what we'll focus on, and it's full credit to the Bulls. They had a very good game plan today, and imposed themselves on us, and we didn't live with it too well.
Well, I suppose one of the more important things for this, given your Champions Cup game coming up, and then of course moving on to the playoffs for URC, is it looks like you came out of this unscathed. Doesn't look like any of your players came with any niggles or any injuries. Is that pretty much how it came out?
Yeah, I think there's a few bumps and bruises, but we'll assess that over the next 24 hours. But it's been we've had 2 new caps today, which is on the positive side of it, in Liam and Connor. So we can kick them into gear now a little bit over the next few weeks, and the experience that the boys have had over the last 2 weeks will stand to all those younger guys.
And a final question for you here. Was this probably a lot of inexperience that played a role, but it seemed like an awful lot of uncharacteristic, un-Leinster-like mistakes out there on the pitch. Do you attribute that to guys just being kind of green and needing more experience on the pitch?
Yeah, definitely. The error count was high out there from us. It's not what we're about, but it's definitely, the way the Bulls played and imposed themselves on us, as I said, forced us into a lot of mistakes. And when we had the ball, we just didn't keep it then ourselves. So it's hard to impose your game plan on another team when you keep coughing it up and making errors.
Well, best of luck in the Champions Cup.
A tough day on the half out for you guys. What is the biggest lesson that you guys have learned as a team in this game, and then also the tour in a whole? It's tough to say that there might be lessons learned, but I'm sure there are things that you guys have identified that you need to rectify, especially against South African teams.
Yeah, I think defensively is probably the first one. You have to go and take space again away from the likes of the Bulls, and we didn't do that enough today. We kind of sat on the gain line and let them onto us, and they're big bodies, big physical players, and when they win that advantage line, they're able to play their game. So that's one of them, and then just looking after the ball when we do have it, not coughing up possession, because we want to be able to move teams around, and we weren't able to do that today, unfortunately.